What we're about to talk about is twofold because it has to do with NASA preparing for what to do if an asteroid was speeding towards Earth, a.k.a. Armageddon the movie with Bruce Willis. You remember that? Yeah. Now, I want you to consider the facts that TJ is about to drop on you, but also consider, do you care? Because he's convinced that you will.
Yeah.
Every time I bring something to the show, you guys are like, no one's going to care.
Jax and I are not convinced that space is that interesting. Like, we think it's interesting, but is it that interesting of a topic when you're trying to go to work? Who knows?
How narcissistic of you.
We have a shared Google Doc where we put things on, and I saw last night it was space, and I was like, oh, for God's sake.
TJ with his space topics. Now, we did get a text at 99999. Asteroids are actually constantly making their way into the atmosphere, TJ. Most of the time, they burn up before touching ground. It only takes one that's big enough. Happy Wednesday.
Well, if you would let me finish.
Sorry.
Here's where it begins. Over the last year and a bit, have you noticed that in the news there's been a lot more stories of bigger asteroids coming close to hitting Earth or entering the atmosphere and breaking up? Well, scientists have been doing this for a while, but they've really started aggressively testing the plans on what to do if a big asteroid is hurling towards Earth. Turns out they now have 2 plans.
Oh.
Shut up.
Tell me more, TJ.
So if the asteroid is less than 165 feet, the international consensus is to evacuate the threatened region.
Oh.
So according to a scientist, they can predict what country...
This is better than what TJ's talking about. Thank you.
They can predict what country it will strike within 2 weeks, up to a 100-kilometer radius. So they can just evacuate the area.
Good to know.
This is real-life cyberbullying. And with bigger objects, you'd think they would try and nuke them out of the sky, and you would be mistaken, pal. Their plan is to just hit it. They would try and not nuke the asteroid.
TJ, now that there's not 1 but 2 plans in case an asteroid comes, can you print off the
Let me
information?
get this out.
I'm not
Hold on,
clear.
Let him finish the plan. This is important.
This
I
could
lost
save your life.
interest.
Instead of trying to nuke it out of the sky, they would just try and nudge it to change its trajectory.
Nudge
You
that
know, like
asteroid.
they did in Armageddon.
Like a cosmic bumper car.
All right, first off, let me just take a minute here. This is my grade 5 girlfriend and I song. Shout out, Amanda. How are you?
She left you.
She did. She broke up with me for sure. I
miss you, baby, and I want to talk about asteroids.
All right, so here's the question.
Oh, TJ.
Now that you've heard the contingency plans from asteroids, from NASA, did you care? 416-872-9999 or 99999 on the text.
One day, an asteroid is going to hurl towards our planet, and you're going to wish that you cared what I had to say.
Are we?
I'll be like, oh, TJ.
Yeah, you're all going to be thinking about me in your last moments.